Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I wanted to bring it back to something that I am so passionate about but I have been letting fall down by the wayside a little bit recently, and that is interiors. So with all the travel and everything that's been going on at the moment, I haven't really had time to look into interiors and to really maintain the flat that I'm in at the moment. And since coming back I have just been completely re-inspired. I have so many Pinterest boards going at the moment of things that I'm absolutely loving. I'm pinning bedrooms and dressing rooms and wardrobes and kitchens and everything like that, and I'm just feeling so inspired again. So I wanted to take that to my YouTube channel and talk about all things interiors with you guys today. And what a better place than to start than with my favourite things that are in my flat at the moment. So these are going to be my top interior picks. These are the things that help me out in life the most. These are the things that I love in my flat the most. These are the things that are just the best interior picks that I have in my flat at the moment. I'm not sure what I'm going to call this video yet. I haven't quite decided, but I'm just going to go through the best interior pieces that I have and that I think are a must in anyone's home, regardless of whether it's like a shared house, a flat, a 4-bedroom terrace house, whatever you've got. These are the things that I think are going to make your life so much easier and so much more enjoyable in your home. So we're gonna just jump right into it, and I'm gonna start with a decorative piece that you guys will have seen in a vlog recently, and this is my little half face vase. I am so in love with him, and I'm sure you guys have seen him all over social media. And I do call him a him, I don't call it an it. I feel like it's like a little person just sitting on the shelf, just watching over me as I'm pottering about the house. But I've seen so many ways to style this. Loads of people have been putting pampas grass inside of it, leaves, plants, real and fake. I personally just like to leave him by himself. I think that he's as much of a talking piece as he needs to be. I don't want to put anything else in him and kind of detract from how cool he is, but it's totally up to you what you want to do with him. There are so many ways to style it. I honestly want to start a Pinterest board just of this guy, but he's still in stock. I did check before this filming this video because it's the most annoying thing when I talk about something to you guys and then when I link it it's out of stock. So he is still in stock. I don't know for how much longer. I don't know how much longer H&M are going to have him for, because he has been out for a couple of months now, but he is literally my favourite thing on my shelf. Every time I see him I just smile. I love him. Now the next item is something that literally changed my life when I got it, and it's more of a practical purchase. It does actually have water inside of it right now, but it is a Brita filter. Now I live just outside London. We have very hard water. The lime scale that builds up on my shower is disgusting. The water tastes gross. It's so chemically, it tastes metallic. So I recently invested in a Brita filter. This is probably the most basic one. You just pop off the lid, you fill it up inside, and then it's got a filter inside of it, and then it filters down to the bottom, and then it means that you have filtered water, and that is something that I have been absolutely loving in the flat, not just for the taste but also for things like my coffee machine, for my kettle, everything like that. It means that it doesn't build up with lime scale as much. I was finding that I was having to descale my kettle literally monthly before this, and it was such a nightmare. So I've invested in this and I found it is honestly so worth it. I mean, I think I'm going to be able to keep my kettle for much longer just because it's not going to have that lime scale build up. So I definitely recommend getting one of these. I will link it down below, the exact one that I've got, and I am thinking of upgrading. There's another one which has got where you don't even have to pop the top off. You literally stick it under the tap and it fills straight down there. So I'm thinking of investing in that one because this has been a seriously good investment. But yeah, I'll link it down below so you can get your hands on it, because it's not just Londoners that have this problem. All over England, let's be honest, water is gross 90% of the places that you go. So if you have gross water or you have very lime scaly water, then definitely get your hands on this. Speaking of my coffee machine, this is definitely something I wanted to put in this video because this has been the best investment ever. I'm not gonna lie, it's really heavy, so I'm gonna go through this one quickly. But this is the Nespresso machine. I'm gonna link the exact one down below because they have a few different styles and models and everything like that. I think this is the second most basic. So there's the Krups, which is like the most basic one. And then this one's the next one up. I'm actually going to put it down. This is like hurting my arm. It's got all the water inside of it as well, so that's really not helping. Oh, my back. But yeah, I'll link exactly which one it is down below, but it has been the best investment that I've ever made. I am rather addicted to my coffee, and I used to buy so many coffees a day. Like, I'm still not the best at it. Like, if I pass a Starbucks, I'm like, ooh, should I just pop in for a coffee? But this has saved me so much money in terms of going out to buy coffee. I mean, every time you get a Starbucks, it's like, what, £3.50, £4 for a cup of coffee? These capsules, I think, work out less than £1 a capsule. So all you're buying is capsules, the water that you're putting in it, and maybe a bit of milk if you like milk in your coffee. And that's it. Like, they taste as good as Costa coffees and as good as like the coffee shop coffees that I've been buying. So I find that they're absolutely amazing. When I go out in the morning, I'll take like a little keep cup with me, and that's me good for the day, and I can get on with my day and save myself about £3 every single day, because that £3 adds up, and I was not realising how much money I was actually spending on my coffees every day, and I'm actually a little bit ashamed to admit, like, it was a lot of money. So I'm so glad that I've got this. It saved me so much in the long run. I feel like this is going to be a very like coffee heavy video, but it goes to show the priorities that I have in my house. I prioritize my coffee basically. But the next things that I wanted to show you are these syrups. Let's turn them around. Oh god, this is like a thumbnail and a half, isn't it? These are from Skinny Syrups. And I hate the term skinny syrups, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, Jordan skinny syrups, sorry. I hate that they're called skinny syrups. I think that's like such a bad connotation that it's got on them. But basically these are no calorie syrups. So another thing I was realizing with my coffees is every time I was getting a coffee like a hazelnut latte or like a vanilla latte, the calories that are in that syrups, and I'm not a calorie counter. Like, I don't really know how many calories I eat a day. I don't really care, to be perfectly honest. As long as I'm happy and healthy, then that's good. But just knowing how much was in there afterwards, I just couldn't drink it. But I really like a sweet coffee. Salted caramel, or no, vanilla is my fave. Vanilla coffees. I just love a sweet coffee. So I have switched to these now, and they are fabulous, like absolutely fabulous. I literally just add the tiniest little dash into my coffee during the day. The only thing I wish is that they had pumps, because I'm not gonna lie, I probably put too much in as to what you're supposed to, or like what's advised, but who cares? Because I like how my coffee tastes, and I am not getting thousands and thousands of calories from syrup in my body every day. So life's good. Lol, more about coffee. I'm actually horrendous, but these are the things that really matter and like make a difference in my home, so I'm gonna talk about them. Now, these are the Bodum double-lined coffee mugs. Again, I will link them down below because these aren't the easiest to get your hands on, so I'll be sure to link them where you can get them. But these are basically, they're called dual-lined coffee cups because they are double-lined. So there's glass on the inside and on the outside, and it basically means that when you hold your coffee, it's warm but not hot on the outside, so it doesn't burn your hand when you're holding it. And then because it's dual lined, it keeps the coffee a lot hotter inside. So these have honestly been the best thing ever. And something that Alex's dad actually discovered when they were staying over with us at Christmas is that you can put cold drinks in them and they stay colder for longer. So that's a plus to them. But I always use them for coffee, not for tea, because I think drinking tea out of like a glass mug is just a bit weird. But I use them for my coffees every day, and I'm the worst person at forgetting about my coffee and leaving it lying for half an hour and then suddenly realising and having to chug it when it's like lukewarm. But these keep them warmer for so much longer. One thing I will say though is be careful not to burn yourself, because the amount of times I pick it up and think, oh, it's not that hot, like, 'cause it feels quite cold on the outside, you're like, oh, it's not that hot, and then you just burn your tongue. So do be careful of that, but these are absolutely fabulous, and they look really chic and classy. Like, I just love how it looks when you're holding a cup of coffee, like, I love me my coffee. These are fab. Okay, I'm gonna move away from kitchen stuff now because I feel like I have coffeeed you out, and I'm gonna move on to a bathroom piece of equipment. I don't really know what to call it. This is basically a metal holder that sits over your bath, and it is adjustable, so it can come out as wide as you need it and come back in as small as you need it, completely depending on how big your bath is. This has been a game changer for me. I love sitting having a bath with my iPad, a cup of tea or a glass of wine, some chocolate and my phone, and I would always be like putting them on like a little table at the side, like I'd have to bring a chair over, and I'd be leaning over the bath and like splashing about. This is a complete life changer. Like I literally, my iPad fits perfectly in here and I just pop it up and I can sit back and relax and just enjoy my bath, and it doesn't come like low enough that it will ever get wet. It won't get like hit by the bubbles or anything like that, so it is absolutely perfect. I will link this down below because I just love how it's adjustable. Like I've not seen that many that are adjustable. I know that IKEA do the wooden one, which isn't adjustable, and again it's wooden, which to me just feels a bit odd in a bathroom having something wooden, because I feel like if that gets wet too often it might go a bit minging. But yeah, absolutely love this. I think it's such a great thing to have, and something that like I never really would have thought of, but has been a complete game changer. I use it so much. Okay. So this next item is going to be very interesting to show you, but this is one of two of our bedside tables that we have in our bedroom. This is from Matalan and is actually like labelled as a coffee table, and you can totally use this as a coffee table. Like it's a really gorgeous green marble with gold legs, but we've been using these as bedside tables, and I'll tell you for why. I'm just going to put it down because that is not a comfortable position to sit in, but basically we had these like big side tables that were like had drawers in them and everything like that, and they just got so cluttered, like so much crap in those drawers you would not believe, just things that you don't need and you don't use, and you know when you don't know where to put them, so you just shove them in like a Monica drawer. Everyone has a Monica drawer, and our bedside tables were our Monica drawers. So I was like, do you know what, enough is enough. We need something new, something that is going to stop us from doing that. So I found these on Matalan and I absolutely fell in love. So I bought them and they have been fabulous. So what I do is just keep like a little box beside my table, just so I can put in like hairbands or if I've got any jewellery left over from the day. And then I've got my Lumi light and my phone and a bottle of water, and that is all I have next to me at night time now, and it's been such a game changer. I think it really opens up the space next to our bed. It looks so much nicer now, and I'm really happy that we decided to get rid of our old ones, because it was just, nobody needs 3 drawers beside their bed. No one has that much stuff that they need whilst they're like asleep beside their bed. So anything else we keep in other drawers around our bedroom, and these have just been such a game changer. So I definitely recommend, I wouldn't say downsizing, but changing to something that literally forces you to not have clutter. It's such a mantra of mine this year in 2020 to just have no clutter, and obviously that's not going to happen, firstly because of my job, secondly because I just quite like having lots of things, but just to have as clutter free a space as possible, that's like such a thing for me this year. So just making those little changes to make that possible is really important, and those tables have really helped. Now this might almost seem like either an obvious one or a bit of a Monica one, but marble coasters. So I bought these recently and I have scattered them about the flat, and they have been absolutely fabulous, especially when you have guests over and you don't want to be that person that's like, oh, can you use a coaster? So just scattering these about the place means that people can just pick them up and use them for their drinks without feeling like having to ask you or putting down their drink without something there. So I got some marble coasters just because they look so much nicer than regular coasters. Like I think they look so much classier. So I'll link these down below. They were really affordable, like I can't remember how much, but really not that much. I think they come in like a pack of 5, and you can just dot them about the place, about, you know, around where people sit or on the table or anything like that, and it just means that when people come around they can easily put their drink down without you having to be like, ooh, can you put a coaster on that? Because I hate being that person. Everyone hates being that person. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to talk about are expensive candles. Now this is going to sound really controversial, but these are candles that I specifically don't burn. So this is a Jo Malone candle, and it smells incredible, and I'm not even joking, it literally fills up the room, the scent of this, without even having to burn it. Like, I will have this in a room and people will come in and go, oh my god, what is that smell? And I'll be like, it's my Jo Malone candle. So I have some other candles that I choose to burn if I'm like feeling cozy and everything like that, but these ones I never burn. I just have them as display and to like literally just fill a room with its scent. I think the Jo Malone candles are the best for that. So I have a few Jo Malones dotted about. This is the Honeysuckle and Divana, and it's such a gorgeous scent. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. It just feels like a hug in a candle. That's the only way I can describe it. Now, the final thing that I wanted to show you, I really hope that Alex doesn't get mad at me for unplugging it, because I had to like unplug it to bring it in for the video. So I hope I can plug it back in and it all should be fine. But it is the Amazon Alexa. So we have the normal Alexa. It's not like the Dot or the Fire or anything like that. This is just the bog standard Alexa, and it's gotten to the point where she feels like a part of the flat now. Like, she feels part of the family. We talk about her like she's a she. You know, if someone's making dinner, I'll turn around and be like, have you put a timer on her? Have you, spoken to Alexa today? So yeah, I absolutely love her. I thought it was a bit of a commodity when it first came out. Like, I was like, really, it's the same as Siri. You can set a timer, you can turn a light switch off, big whoop. But actually, I use her so much to listen to the radio, to listen to the news. We ask her questions when we're having debates, when I'm like, arguing with Alex about something and he's telling me I'm wrong. I'm like, well, let's ask Alexa then, shall we? It's been such a good investment to the house, and we've like dotted smart plugs around, so it's always my favourite thing to turn them on and off with Alexa, and also to put them on a timer. So our lamps and stuff that we have, they just all go off at like 11:30, so you don't even have to worry if you're going to bed like, have I turned the lights off? Because if you haven't, they're going to go off anyway. You've put them on a timer. And there's been a couple of occasions where we've been out and I couldn't remember if I turned lights off, so we can literally just check on the app if you've turned them on and off, which I just think is really cool. Like, I'm such a granny. I'm like, oh my god, technology. But yeah, this has been such a great investment and a great addition to our home. Okay guys, so that is absolutely everything that I wanted to show you today. These are the things that I have been adding into my home that have completely changed the game in my flat. These are things that I think that literally anyone and everyone can use, anyone and everyone can benefit from, and I think they're such a game changer. So I hope you enjoyed the video. As I said, I will be linking everything down below, so if there's anything that you liked in the video, you can click the link and shop it that way. So other than that, I will see you in my next video. Bye!